bring my own eggs. Cookies.
Oh, yeah.
It was hot.
Really?
3 weeks.
Like how hot?
I got burned in that.
We about froze to death here.
Yeah. No, I've only been back for a week, so I got jet back just before it turned cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was hot. I know where you can get a job.
Yeah, hey, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm on my way.
We should see the wiring over there.
Oh,
I take pictures and I was sending them to them.
it looks like the endless wide web of just
Yeah.
nothing but cables running everywhere.
Well, it's like in Tijuana, right? All the lines, the electrical lines, the way that a lot of people get their electricity is they throw wires up over the electrical line. And somehow they get a connection, so they start drawing power off of that. And so the whole place is like, all these lines that people just throw up over the power lines everywhere.
I heard Ketchikan got roll status.
Got what?
Roll status.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they?
I haven't heard the latest and greatest on how it's all gonna pan out. Cause there's a lot of public comment when it came up that if you guys draw a line on your guys' side of the Neander line and aren't, but I don't think that's gonna go through. So that opens it up for Juneau
I was gonna say,
and all
yeah,
the southeast basically. I mean,
I don't know where there's no line anymore.
yeah, there's no line.
Yeah. Huh.
Along the highways.
Oh, you think it won?
Wow, no, I hadn't heard that that was passed.
I got a little sad.
Hmm.
Well, you put like a hash out of it.
Really?
Say they put enough years in our scratch.
I don't ever go there. I
Was it
for a while.
Yeah.
I'm getting my glasses tonight.
Whenever I work too long, that's when I know I'm in. Closing one eye.
I read a 63-page biota study for the 5th year of the grayling and salmon habitat on H2. And I'm like, by the time I was done, I'm like, okay.
My
I
shadow.
came home in a bad mood. I'm like, Mr. Negator.
I'm sure there was something.
No, it's all
Yeah,
good.
I don't remember, so.
There's a land allotment coming March. See if the Craig Driver Association wants to put up the lawyer coming to Dean's. What I'm asking is.
You do that, Rich.
Place for it to be for Craig.
Another dollar.
Willard Jackson.
Going the wrong way, though.
And he called it, put it in his own job.
Yeah.
Or a day for an attorney to fill out forms in his life.
Yeah, you have more property. You don't, I mean, all of our
I mean,
properties.
I'd be curious to have that he wants to.
No, it's just for, no, don't worry about it. That's the money.
Your lease is on there tonight, right,
Where
Rich?
he's veteran.
Yes.
Or he's not.
First reading or something.
It doesn't have to go through 2 readings like the ordinance did, so they can pass, basically tonight, they're just adopting the lease terms.
This is a new lease.
Well, at the beginning of the process, it has to have an ordinance which requires the 2 meetings.
Right.
But we're at the end of the process. Your ordinance got passed quite a while ago, but we were waiting on that pollution insurance level for the council to make some decision.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so after tonight, if the council approves it, we can sign the lease.
And then you're having a truck.
Move on.
So what did Marion try to say home? Hopefully tomorrow.
Trial run to see if this is like, the prescription, that's what my for tomorrow, to double check. and see if they do order my food. And she's gonna get a card here. That's good. Yeah, we were like, it's adjustment. Yeah. I do like them for like nighttime.
How you doing tonight?
I'm really tired.
Yes, it's been a long week.
We never know.
Same.
It's finally icy out there.
Yes,
I've had people
I know,
that
us finally getting Tanner dragging back to school since the whole debacle.
It's
And now it's like.
And now it's like, hey, dude, it's actually slipping now.
and I can't help it when you feel so bad.
Because it's all through the process. To do all this stuff.
My wife and I are the ones
Yeah.
start this thing and then put it on pause, that way it's kind of ready to start.
Plus your eyes are swinging and you have good eyesight.
Yeah.
Because like me and mine.
Craig's.
So like.
I went up to AT&T. Do you know that my street doesn't have fiber? Everything past like West Hamilton doesn't have fiber.
Yeah.
And like I talked to Larry Mary Jackson, they're gonna start working on tenant prep and strong seat. I was like, when? He's like, probably like April, May. And the office lady's like, yeah, next year. I don't know why he said that. So it's like, it's like, I'm a year out from having fiber on the other end. And I was like, I already have the cable, and cable's not that great.
You know, yeah, you might, a lot of, when all that money came out for rural communities to get, I think the priority was Kazan, Hyderberg, Hollis, Kaufman, and actually everybody, probably even in Craig, on the,
Around here, it's
on
good.
tribal side, should be getting basically free internet through that grant. Pulaski didn't apply for it.
That might go away. Because of what
Fed cuts.
Yeah, I'm, that stuff, that first round had already been allocated. And, cause I got a hold of, Heidelberg and Kazan, and then Clark didn't apply for it.
Well, I don't understand how AT&T gets a lot of funding, but they still charge the customer.
Well, it's
It's like
not,
the telephone.
it's not AT&T getting the funding, the other entities are getting the funding.
No, I'm not talking about this funding, I'm talking about the funding to get all the network,
Oh,
you know,
I
this
find
service,
it, if she finds that.
you know, the 45.
I think so, well, she's home, she's got, the door was locked. It shouldn't be locked. But she got it open, so.
is she not gonna be here tonight?
I think she's supposed to be, we're waiting for batteries if you.
Oh, wait for batteries.
We don't wanna, we don't want this thing to run out. Middle of the meeting.
Just got one of those winders on it. Oh, you know.
Exactly. Thank you, yes, perfect. Thanks, Simon.
I'll get right out one on it.
You know, I'll give you credit for saving the day. Sure. Even though you never checked the battery, and I went and got the battery, and I put them in. It's still good check.
Lucky I was. Lucky I was there. I told him to go slow. He's like, "Come off the road." But I'm out of the road. So I'm like, okay, no problem, you know, so just go to school, I'll take care of it.
That makes sense.
Just.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Yeah.
Thursday night, everybody's like cabin fever, let's go to the city council meeting, this is no basketball tonight, it's.
Party at City Hall.
Anything to watch, I've looked on YouTube to watch the co-op game, which is pretty good.
I showed up the second night, so I said I showed up to a fight in a basketball game, broke out, cause they had 2 girls ejected the first night.
Whoa.
Skagway, one
Craig
from
City
Skagway
Council
and one
meeting
from
February
Milwaukee.
6th, 2020.
Oh, yeah, it was,
It just kept looping of when the kids were just playing like a half, like in between games. It just, it went, that over and over again.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order at 6:33. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor Casey Smith.
Here.
Shauna Thomas.
Here.
Josh Bennett.
Here.
Mike Campman.
Here.
Chanel McKinley. Billy Schoonover. Here.
Motion to approve consent agenda as written.
Move to adopt. Approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Hearing from the public. Anybody tonight that would like to talk about anything at all?
I do.
Yep, just please say your name and
Should I come up here?
if you would like.
So, for the record, my name is Julie McDonald. I think most of you guys know me. I did submit a letter to you. This is an issue that I've been researching. I have some additional information on, so I would love to provide you a little additional information, and then what I would really like after that is any questions. And please don't feel like I have this question, but it's going to offend her. I like open discussion. Feel free to ask whatever. So is it okay if I share for a moment?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, I kept reminding myself, I've been trying to clarify this. The issue I'm bringing up has absolutely nothing to do with local providers, nurses, all the wonderful people that work at Search. There's no animosity between local Search and Whaletail. We have been talking to them through this whole thing. This is not a local issue at all. There are wonderful people there. So I just wanted to clarify that. We work with all the agencies on Island, but Community Connections, schools, all of them, but especially Search, because they have a pharmacy, and sometimes there's limitations with what they're allowed to prescribe and this and that. So we've been a good partner to Search for a long time. So the issue I'm bringing up, for anyone that doesn't know, is for 23 years, Whaletail and Search have coexisted, our pharmacies I'm referring to, and Search has not dispensed medications to non-beneficiaries. They have changed that policy in other locations, but this is the first time it's been changed here. And if I was sitting in your seat, I'd be thinking well, of course Julie's here upset because she wants to corner the market. That would be your natural assumption. But anybody that knows me knows it's not our heart. That's not our company. If they're open to change, things change. If there's a better way to do it and it serves the community well, I could go be a relief pharmacist. I've got options. But this is an issue I am genuinely cannot sleep, heartbroken over. And I've done pharmacy. I think I'm the longest pharmacist on this island. I've been here 15 years doing pharmacy. I went inside and out. I've served on a lot of boards. I'm well connected in the pharmacy world. Everybody I talk to about this issue in the pharmacy world is really concerned about it. So I just want to make sure the community is going into it eyes wide open. So the problem is, first of all, I was thinking okay, well, maybe this is a good thing. It would be financially beneficial for Search. Then that would bring more resources to the island. So I investigated. And I said in my packet, they buy drugs in the VA schedule. That changed 8 months ago. They now buy drugs in the 340B schedule. Doesn't really matter for our discussion. I just don't like to not be accurate. So I want to correct that. So they do. So it's insurance. This island is very different than other places. There's a lot more Medicaid. There's a lot more Medicare and a lot more self.